These days, it seems like auto recalls are happening on a daily basis, and if that's what you think, you're not wrong. Car recalls have surged in recent years, 2023 seeing more than 32 million automobiles affected by recalls. As vehicle production becomes more and more complicated, experts warn we could see even more in the future. Lauren Fix is the car coach. She joins us now tonight. And Lauren, are recalls a sign that our cars aren't as good as they used to be, or that dealers are becoming more aggressive when it comes to protecting consumers?
Well, believe it or not, it has to do with all this new technology. We have all these new safety features, the lane centering and all these advanced backup cameras, the lane change departure, all these sensors that kind of bring us to the next step closer to a semi-autonomous car. And all of this means more computers, more processors. And when you have all that, especially when you're talking about a lot of them working together in tandem, it's very easy for something not to work, as simple as a backup camera or something more complicated as a safety feature. And of course, brands don't want to get sued. They want to take care of their customers, and they're being very proactive because no one wants to be the next unintentional acceleration or some other horrible safety situation.
Lauren, the cynic in me thinks that sometimes these dealers and sometimes these automotive manufacturers are trying, you're smiling, trying to get us into that automotive showroom to upsell us on a new car, tell us what's wrong with our old car, look under the hood, put that computer up to it and say, okay, you came in to get that window fixed, but boy, is your car now about to have major league problems. Are we being upsold?
Sometimes that's the case. I mean, obviously, just like when you go through McDonald's, they want to Big E the fries and tell you they got a deal on the apple pie. But in reality, you don't always go to your mechanic at the dealership. You go to other places. And when you're talking about dealer retention, it's only around 30 to 40%, depending on the brand and if maintenance is included. So when you have a check engine light, do you go to the dealer? Well, some people go to those independent repair shops, those chains, and they'll have it done, or they'll try to fix it themselves. And that's the interesting thing. So when you go to the dealer, if it's a recall or technical service bulletin, that's when you really should go to the dealer because it's included as part of the price of the vehicle. However, if they tell you, okay, this is a problem, we don't have the part, and you're concerned about your safety, that's a great opportunity to put you into a newer vehicle. However, they should be able to get you the part. And if it's a real serious safety feature, they should always offer you the opportunity of driving something else rather than just saying, and there you go. The only exception is Tesla, where they give you an Uber card. And that's, of course, does not work for most of us.
Lauren, what is going on when we talk about cities like Seattle, I think Washington, D.C. as well, are telling consumers to take your Hyundai and Kia in to get it fixed, and now the dealers are saying bring it in because the cars are being stolen?
Right. There was a problem with, it was actually a bypass. It was put in for salvage yards. So if a car was totaled for insurance reasons or whatever, they didn't have that key fob, they could bypass that ability to have the key fob to start the car and either sell for parts or move it to see if the engine ran. In this case, somebody figured it out, and it became a TikTok video that got out of control, and TikTok should have taken it down, and they didn't. Unfortunately, that now opened up to a lot of situations where cars are being stolen. There's been some deaths matched with that, especially actually one happened here in Buffalo where I am, where kids stole the car. They were underage because they all think that they could do this too. This is obviously a really bad idea. So if you own one of those Hyundais or Kias that do have this recall, take it to the dealer, call them. They will actually fix it. It's a software update. They'll also put a sticker outside the window saying this vehicle's been fixed. Don't break the window, which, you got to do something. I mean, at least they're being proactive. Not every brand is being this proactive. And Hyundai and Kia have really put a lot of money into trying to get people to bring their cars in. And some people don't. They figure, it's not going to happen to me. Like, we think about everything. But if your car is stolen, that's why you have insurance. But don't expect it to come back nearly in the condition it was when it left. It's usually not good.
Lauren, not everyone is you. And most of us, when we go into the dealer and we say, I have a recall, the dealer says, I don't recall your recall. And then you're left in this circular firing squad trying to figure out how to get your car fixed. What happens if you go in to get your car recalled and the dealer says, I'm not seeing it in my computer?
Well, here's the first thing anybody can do. Get your vehicle identification number. It's at the base where the windshield meets the front cowl, like where the hood is, right in front of the driver. write that down on a piece of paper, the vehicle identification number. They're going to need that anyhow. And then take the year, make, and model of your vehicle and go to your favorite browser, whatever that may be, and put that in and put the word in recall. You can do that anytime. And you'll get a list of any recalls. And now it doesn't qualify for every single vehicle. That's what's important to note. Some vehicles, this is not a problem. It's not an inherent problem. Maybe you have a problem and it doesn't list it. You might be able to put what's called a TSB or technical service bulletin. Do that same thing. Find if there's any technical service issues that apply to your situation. If you can't find it, let's say I can't find it. I went to the dealer. They said I wasn't one of those vehicles. You can report it to safercar.gov, which is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and they collect that data. And when they have enough people complaining about it, because they'll ask for your vehicle identification number, if they get enough of those, they'll actually force the manufacturer to put a recall on it or a technical service bulletin and fix the problem. So that's why it's important for you to have that identification number. You can call the dealer. You don't have to go there. You can call and tell them I've got this number.
Now we understand why you are the car coach. Lauren Fix, thanks for being with us tonight.